Ladies and gentlemen, it's a special presentation from me. Comrade, from the Comrade Kamala campaign. I am here today to present to you the campaign policy objectives for Comrade Kamala. And if you would like to see those policies and those things that will be put into place on day one, all you have to do is go to www.trumpcampaign.com. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program. Well, wasn't that special? And hello, everybody. Today is a very special day for many reasons. One is that the Punisher is rewriting the script. We're going to do things a little bit different. And by that, I mean the Punisher's going to continue the show as usual. Happy Hump Day, everybody. I know I say it every week, but my gosh, the weeks just fly by. So when I say yet another hump day, it's amazing how quickly we go from hump day to hump day, from Friday to Friday. But here we are. Did everybody like the Kamala Union speech? We're going to get back to that a little bit, but it is funny how she adjusts her accent depending on the audience. So we heard the Detroit one, okay, the you better thank a union member. Well, she went to Pittsburgh, used the same exact speech, but spoke differently. So in Detroit, it's, you better thank a union member. And then up in Pittsburgh, it's, you really need to thank those union members for that. For the 5-day work week, you should thank a union member. You better thank a union member. We'll get a little bit more to my impression of that in a moment, because we're starting off big today. We're starting off big. There's a lot going on, and got to keep this channel afloat. So, as you know, the Punisher is sponsored by the National Gold Group. Bad news, Bank of America clients have sold $7 billion in stock. That's the largest amount since 2020. The first cut is always going to be the deepest, and rate cut should scare you. But JP Morgan and Citigroup have said there will be 2 supersized cuts this year. So what better time to invest in gold and precious metals? Call America's own precious metals company, the National Gold Group. And if you mention the Punisher's channel, you'll always get best-in-class service from America's conservative precious metals leader. The National Gold Group has the IRA fee waiver program. That means they will pay the fees on your IRA for life on qualifying rollovers. So call 888-598-9909 for a free investor's guide today. The National Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer. So call 888-598-9909. That's 888-598-9909. Well, I'll say, boy, welcome back. You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member. Did everybody like that? My Leghorn Foghorn. I've done that for years, actually. So it was very interesting when she spoke in Detroit, and by she, I mean Kamala Harris. When she spoke in Detroit, and they said that her speech pattern sounded very much like Leghorn, Foghorn, Leghorn, whatever. That is too funny. Have you heard about Alexa? Well, I don't have an Alexa down here, not in the office. Giving different responses. If you asked Alexa, why should I vote for Trump? She would say, I'm sorry, I'm unable to give opinions on political type of topics, whatever. But if you asked about Harris, why should I vote for Harris? Oh my God, it would give you all sorts of stuff. Woman of color, who has overcome all sorts of hurdles. She's accomplished so much as an attorney general, and they literally can't list even an accomplishment one. What's funny is, once again, what do they say? They say, oh my God, it's an error. Every time, look, they're liars. I don't know why people don't just say it to the face of I mean, in this case, I guess it would be Bezos, right, Alexa? You are a liar if you say that it was an error or a glitch, because it only ever affects conservatives, okay? Only. Anytime I hear, oh, it's a glitch in the system or it's an error, you're a liar. You're a flat out liar, okay? These are the people that program this thing. Human beings program this thing, and they program it to be slanted. Now, after reading that story, I came home and tried it, and of course, it said the same thing for both, because they already fixed it. It's amazing how quickly they can fix the error, okay? But it's nonsense. Kim Jong-un, can you believe this? This is why you don't want to live in a communist country. So, come on, Kamala Harris campaign, take note. Communist countries aren't good places to live. In North Korea, there was apparently a serious flood. Well, these government people didn't do enough to stop it, and they don't just get fired or moved somewhere. They get executed. He ordered the execution of about 30 government employees due to the flooding. That is crazy. And then I saw a video from China. Very interesting. I was going to post this last night. Now I got to find it again. But they have such a watchful eye on their people there that you work off this social credit system. That means you can be in their good graces as long as you're toeing the line and doing what's expected. And of course, the people that were on camera, they're toeing the line. One was this female. She's talking about all the things she can do. She can get half price at museums and this and that. But basically, if you post something that's bad against the government, ching ching, it'll deduct social credits, and you can get to a point where you can't even travel, where you can't even purchase things, or your purchase price will go up. It's crazy. So if you buy beer, for example, beer was a deduction. Cigarettes was a deduction. Water, good. Absolutely ludicrous. And there was some journalist who apparently posted something. He got down to like 0 credits, and he goes to try to take a train, and it's denied. Puts his little card in, denied. They got cameras everywhere watching you. They're watching your every purchase. That is what's going on in a communist country, okay, like China. I presume the same probably in North Korea. This is lunacy. And, funny, somebody took 30 trips there. Oh, vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. Who the hell wants to go to a communist country? Yeah. I mean, maybe the Great Wall of China would be something to see, but I wouldn't even go there. I'd be too worried of being picked up and being accused of something I didn't do, like going to Russia. Screw that. 75% of arrests in Manhattan are illegals. So there is no denying that this problem exists when 75% of your arrests are illegals, who should technically be the minority, and they all have a rap sheet. They're not just single arrests. They're single arrests with a multiple arrest rap sheet. Absolutely crazy. So anyway, here we are. I know I did the podcast on Sunday. Fantastic. It was good to see the folks, and I hope everybody enjoyed that Labor Day. I even put out a small one on Labor Day itself, so I know folks enjoyed that. So let's see, the poker chip, folks. I know folks were looking for things in the last video, even though I said I will let you know. Okay, I will let you know when I'm going to put something in there. So that was good to be pointing out things, but I wasn't prepared yet to issue the challenge. Okay, but people saw the little bug crawling across. It was an ant. Some called it a bird. Some called it something else. Some called it an aeroplane. But it was an ant. Okay. Uh, all right, so here we are. If you watched the short one on Monday, then you know that Operation Sleestack is at 6.0. So they are now even Steven. Sleestack 6.0, Operation T24 Steadfast 6.0. They will remain at dueling sixes for the time being, because what's coming up next, you don't even want to know. Anyway, the Punisher's here, but look, we are down to 62 days before this election. Now, you know it, I know it, the American people know it. Trump has said it multiple times to get out there and be prepared to vote. Use your absentee ballot or mail-in ballot if you need to. Of course, go in person if you are able to. Make sure you vote, vote, vote. But that's really important, folks, okay? It's really important. 62 days coming up is, until that election. The polls are misleading. This Nate guy, what's his name? Nate, the guy that does the famous polls. According to him, President Trump could be as far ahead as like 10 points, and he predicts wins in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, and other places, some of those swing states. But I can tell you that it is absolutely imperative for a win that we get both Pennsylvania and Georgia. Imperative. It's absolutely imperative. So, stay tuned. All right. We have some things to talk about as we go forward, though. Okay? What does the Punisher show look like after 5 November? Some people might be wondering that. What is going to happen after 5 November? Win or lose? Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. The Punisher show is going to go on because I have beautiful fans out there. And again, we have things to accomplish, things to solve, and we're working for the American people. So 5 November, we are hoping for a big landslide win, but we have to stand ready in the event that something goes awry, okay? Because the show must go on. Make sure you subscribe and let me know your thoughts about that, because it's very important to know what your thoughts are going forward as well, because I'm going to be here for you, all right? Are you going to be there? Be here for the Punisher. You know it, I know it, the American people know it, and with that, I will say this. Screw James White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye.